When you think of classical music anime, if you've seen any, you'll probably think of Nodame Cantabile or Hibiki Euphorium, not Haruta to Chika or Seishun Suru. And you shouldn't. Haruchika is much more about puzzles than it is about music. Yes, solving the puzzles helps people with their problem, allowing them to move forward and join the music club, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Haruchika follows the titular characters Haruta and Chika, a tried and tested duo. Haruta is the reserved intelligent type that likes solving mysteries and analyzing his surroundings. He just so happens to be a Bishonen. Like all nerds that are good for their own show, he has a bully that torments him in the energetic tomboy Chika, who desperately wants to change her image and become a cute girl in high school. But it's hard with the smug Haruta bringing out the worst in her. At the start of high school, they meet up again after 9 years, because Chika sees playing the flute as a crucial part in her cute girl transformation. And it just so happens that Haruta was already in the club playing the French horn. Immediately as they are reunited, they are confronted with a mysterious message left in the form of red paint notes on the music room's board. They'll have time for band hijinks later. A musical mystery is afoot. No spoilers. It's a music anime, but it's primarily a drama about the characters' lives, and not so much about the music. I mean, they skimmed through Chika's flute training in a montage. They're probably pulling a hibike building up to a big concert in the finale, but there's not enough music playing till then. Even mystery-wise, just the first episode's puzzle is music-related. First episode spoilers ahead. Other than music club hijinks and puzzle solving, Haruchika also fiddles with romance. Chika develops a crush for the music teacher, but she finds out that Haruta has also fallen for Kusakabe-sensei. Come on, Chika, it's not like there weren't hints before. Just look at him making a blind turn straight for that letter. But yeah, this is what drew me to the series. You very rarely see this type of love triangle in anime, or even a realistic representation of a gay person. The tone probably wouldn't have been as surprising if they stuck with the shoujo design of the novel though. The other members of the music club might seem interesting, especially the twins and their cute suches. But as the show goes on, they just become supporting commentators to the new recruits that get all the development in the episode. Recruiting people is of course done by Haruta and Chika, who investigate the candidate's past, find out what caused them pain, and help them heal their heart by solving puzzles. Episode 2 is exactly this. Haruta having to figure out how to complete an all-white Rubik Cube so they can attract an oboe player to the group. This episode was the most boring and confusing one so far, because of how contrived the plot is. It's not at all real-world relatable, but maybe that's what this art form does to people. It makes them special. Episode 3 defines the tone of the series. It's all about moving forward, stepping away from who you were, what held you down, and into the school's music club. Not like you have much of a choice. Haruta's pretty forceful when he wants to bring someone in. He even brings their private matters in front of everyone. But it's all for the sake of helping them stand up for themselves again. Probably. The whole premise is pretty contrived. In episode 3 we find out that there were a lot of skilled brass players in this school. There's no reason for them not to have joined the club from the beginning, other than the writers wanted to start with the sympathetic premise of the club is struggling, let's find members, so that Haruta and Chika could scout students and figure out their mysteries one at a time. The show could have been better off focusing on all the good characters and their relationships, rather than the unrealistic puzzles. On the technical side, this isn't what you'd call a big budget anime. Animation isn't particularly great. Some strong points are the cool eyes and colorful backgrounds. The weak points being the CGI people, which I think were used at the right time but are still noticeable and a bit jarring. And the toss-up being the character design. They're nice, energetic and warm. I've also heard people call them dull and ugly, so to each his own. But this is my video, and I think they work with the rest of the show's design. As for sound, you probably expected an anime about Western classical music to excel here. Not really. The original soundtrack could be good to listen to on its own, but what matters most is how it's used in the series, and as I said earlier, there's very little actual instrument playing by the band. I mean, episode 3 is all about stage acting. Standouts are the darker songs, setting the mood when Haruta's pondering a mystery, and the fun snippets of woodwinds and horns. used for appropriate comedic effect. Most of the music is cheerful background at low volume, predominantly piano melodies, the type you'd hear in a visual novel. Last thing I want to mention is that the opening is misleading, because it shows everyone in nice slice of life settings being friendly with each other and even playing beautifully as a band. Instead, there should be a tagline along the lines: if you don't want to see the music club play music, watch Haruta and Chika, where they solve puzzles to help people move on. But that's just my free episode impression. One where my opinion of the series changed drastically with each episode, and I'm expecting it to change even more in the future. So instead of a full-on recommendation, I'm gonna give it a try it for yourself. I don't think it's great, but the anime is varied enough that you might find something you like. It's available from Funimation if you have access. If Haruchika hasn't piqued your interest, I can recommend Hibike Euphorium if you want an anime about the love of classical music, and Spyro Suiri no Kizuna, an anime with a similar main duo and more down-to-earth and engaging mystery solving. Or Hyoka if you want a more recent mystery show,